Is that record 72 wins set by the Bulls in 96 in reach for the 2015-16 Golden State Warriors? I'm CineSport's Noah Coslov. That's the question I have for Chris Sheridan, longtime NBA writer, founder, editor-in-chief, SheridanHoops.com. And Chris, you covered that team back in 96 with the Associated Press, and you were the lead AP writer when they won their 69th game to break the previous record. When you think about that Bulls team and the landscape of the NBA then, and we'll get into whether you think the Warriors are going to break that record later on, but when you look at the NBA landscape, was it more difficult what they did then than what the Warriors are trying to accomplish now?
Well, there's some similarities there. No, look, Michael Jordan averaged 30 points that year. Steph Curry is averaging 30 points this year. There wasn't as strong of competition. Only two teams, Orlando and Indiana, won more than 50 games in the Eastern Conference that year. And I think Golden State's got a tougher conference to get through. But look, when you're dominating teams, winning by double digits every single night, and you got a guy who's connecting the way that Steph Curry is connecting offensively, you have a dominant team. And this Golden State Warriors team is deeper than that Bulls team. I think the biggest difference, though, is that Chicago Bulls team made 544 three-pointers over the course of the season. The Golden State Warriors are on pace to hit somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 three-pointers. So this is a Golden State team that plays a lot differently than that 95-96 Bulls team.
Yeah, the game itself is just different. But how about staying healthy against this Western Conference competition?
Well, that's always a big question for Golden State, especially with Steph Curry and his ankle history, and Andrew Bogut with his history of injuries. But look, Festus Ezeli has filled in well for Andrew Bogut while he was out with a concussion. And look, injuries are always going to be a factor for any team out there. Scottie Pippen missed a few games in 1995-96 because of injuries as well. I think other than losing Steph Curry, the Golden State Warriors could withstand an injury to any of their key players.
So did they do it?
You know, they really could do it. I'm tempted to say no because Oklahoma City and the Los Angeles Clippers, a couple of the teams out west are just very, very strong, way stronger than Orlando and Indiana were back in 96. But with what we've seen from Golden State coming out of the gate and the dominance, their fans get upset if they're not up by at least 10 points. I think they're going to take it all the way into March and April. And remember, we're talking about it now, and it's November. When the Bulls were threatening the Lakers' old record, nobody started talking about it until January because the Bulls entered January with a record of 25-3, and they came out of January with a record of 39-3. And that's what everybody said. You know what? They could really, really do it, and they did it.
Yeah, but back then you had to talk about it by calling each other on payphones. Now we can just talk about it all day, and everybody can see it. Okay, so yes or no? Which way are you leaning? Just say yes or no.
Yes, Noah. I think the Golden State Warriors are going to win 73 games this year.
And it's November. Chris Sheridan, SheridanHoops.com. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, thanks.